Fire is cool, but laying with it will get you burned. However, mess with any of these pyro-powered anime characters, and you'd be lucky to escape in any form other than a pile of ashes. Join us as we look at 10 of the best fire-powered anime characters of all time. Natsu Dragneel, Fairy Tail. Alongside his partner Lucy, Natsu is one of the two main characters that drive the plot of Fairy Tail. Natsu's command of fire stems from his training as a dragon slayer. Hence, there's a fairly strong link between him and his fire-based abilities. This enables him to practically consume fire in order to sustain his power. In addition to having the ability to consume fire, he's immune to the majority of types of flames. In point of fact, his proficiency with fire has been compared to that of a dragon. Kyujuro Rengoku, Demon Slayer. Rengoku Kyujuro was so gentle, yet so forthright, which made him one of the best new characters in Demon Slayer. We miss him a lot. In order to combat demons, he employs a complex breathing technique, just like every other member of the Demon Slayer Corps. His technique, known as flame breathing, is the one that most closely resembles the original form, known as sun breathing. Because of this, his blade may literally set fire to the things it cuts, and it also regularly leaves a trail of flaming debris behind it when it swings. Rengoku's unrelenting method allows him to make it work, despite the fact that it's not as extensive as the fire techniques used by other users. Shoto Todoroki, My Hero Academia. Given that Shoto Todoroki also possesses significant ice powers, it may be misleading to refer to him as a fire character. However, his mastery of fire remains more than formidable. Together, he's one of the students of My Hero Academia who possesses the greatest combined power. However, there's a history behind his use of fire. He is the offspring of Endeavor, a pro-hero who possessed fire-related abilities and always ranked in second place. Despite the fact that he possessed enormous power, he was determined that his offspring would one day eclipse him, to such an extent that he decided to buy his wife just for the peculiar talent she possessed so that their offspring may have control over two distinct abilities. Shoto hated his father so much that he initially hesitated to utilize his fire, but once he did start utilizing it, he was unstoppable. Mereoleona Vermillion, Black Clover. The fact that Mereoleona is a member of the powerful Vermillion clan makes it very evident that she's going to be a challenge, even though she didn't participate in very many battles in Black Clover. Her overwhelming strength more than made up for it. She's the leader of the Crimson Lion team, which she leads in her spare time. Her authority is well-deserved, seeing as how she has nearly never been vanquished in a competition. She is known as the Lioness of the Magic Knights, due to the fact the flames emanating from her grimoire are not the only thing that poses a threat. Mereoleona is not only a tough physical threat, but she's also proficient in martial arts. As a consequence of this, she left quite an effect on those who followed the adventure that spanned more than 100 episodes. Muhammad Avdol, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. The majority of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Muhammad Avdol, serves as a supporting character for the Joestar party. However, it's his extensive knowledge gained through travel throughout the world that serves to make Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3 such a fantastic part. He works as the group's tour guide, enhancing the experience of traveling with his extensive knowledge, and he enhances the intensity of battle with his blazing stand, Magician's Red. Although the stand of powers in Jojo have reputation for being weird, this is because the stands themselves are spirits that are under the control of the user and can only be seen by other stand users. The manipulation of fire is the extent of Magician Red's powers, which are otherwise quite simplistic. However, he can still employ this in a wide variety of applications, ranging from blasting fire to constructing fire-based objects. He even has the ability to conjure flames that can detect vitality. Sailor Mars Sailor, Sailor Moon. There are a lot of fantastic characters in Sailor Moon, and in the case of Sailor Mars, she moved from being calm in the manga to being hot-headed in the anime. This change occurs during the course of the series. The fact that she is one of the most well-liked characters and is responsible for some of the most memorable lines in the Sailor Moon anime does not make this a negative development, though. The third scout to be presented, Rei Ofuda, possesses a wide variety of abilities and was the one who introduced them. Among these is the ability to see into the future, which is appropriate given her position as a shrine maiden. She's able to use her abilities even while she's dressed normally, which may be a result of the Miko training she's received. But all of this is nothing compared to her fire powers, which allow her to cleanse spirits and make creations out of fire. Shinra Kusakabe, Fire Force. Shinra Kusakabe is the story's main character and a valiant warrior during Fire Force. The majority of the characters in his universe have pyrokinetic abilities, but his ability to ignite fire and his Devil's Footprints methods, which allow flames to emanate from his feet, set him apart from the others. He soars through the air on the back of these flames, which grants him extraordinary agility. On the other hand, he can manufacture them to speed up his kicks and give them additional force. An Adala Burst, which is a link that connects him to the source of all flame can be found within him as well. The manga makes Shinra an even more formidable character than he already was, making him one of the most potent fire users in a world filled with them. Genryusai Shigekuni Yamamoto, Bleach. Even though Genryusai is an elderly man, he should not be taken lightly because he possesses one of the most potent Zanpakudo in the entirety of Bleach. Other members of the Soul Society who battle with techniques that appear to be more powerful are afraid of him because of his sword. Ryujin Jakka emits a flame that is so hot that it vaporizes anything that's in its path. The flames that Genryusai generates are just incapable of being stopped or averted in any way. They destroy everything in their path and leave nothing behind. Because of this, the most frequent strategy for defeating Genryusai consists of either bringing him down before he can use it or preventing him from utilizing it. These flames are the most potent seen in any anime, and once Genryusai occurs in Bleach, fans are aware that the situation is about to become more dangerous. Portgas D Ace, One Piece. It's not true that Portgas D Ace from One Piece is the most powerful fire user in all of anime. However, he's one of the best characters in the manga due to the fact that he is Luffy's adoptive brother and the son of the Pirate King. Even after Ace has been written out of the story, his brother Luffy and Sabo continue to be affected by the things he taught them. The consumption of devil fruit was the source of power for most of the characters with abilities in One Piece, including Ace. However, the flame fruit that he consumed was actually a Logia fruit, which provided him with an even greater source of power. Not only was he able to exert control over the flames, but he could also transform himself into the fire. Because of this, he was able to evade strikes simply by changing his shape into flames and letting the attacks pass right through him. His body was not only his most effective means of attack, but also his most reliable means of protection. Roy Mustang, Fullmetal Alchemist. Within the world of Fullmetal Alchemist, Roy Mustang is one of the most skilled and powerful alchemists. His flame alchemy is sometimes cited as being the most dangerous, in addition to the fact that he is a formidable military general. Because of his mastery of flame alchemy, he's able to conjure up massive bursts of flame that are capable of igniting entire passageways. He claims to have a limit, but we've never seen it in action. He can continually deal damage to the same enemy without taking any damage himself. Just look at what he did to Envy. He's not limited to producing large explosions, rather, he's also capable of producing pinpoint flames. In the series, he almost never gets defeated in battle, as he's continually putting his opponents on fire. His abilities are rendered useless in wet weather, and the glove that enables him to use them is prone to wear and tear. These are his only two known vulnerabilities. What sets him apart for us is not just his skills, but just how damn cool the guy is. For our money, the best fire-powered character in anime ever. That was the video. Do you like our picks? Any fire-powered anime characters we missed? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.